I'm gonna have a Kit Kat before starting this. I barely had anything for Halloween, so I'm gonna have a break. I'm gonna have a Kit Kat. I'm not sponsored. I just like it. I swear I'm not sponsored. What's up, docs? I'm the Pillbug, and welcome back to Friendsim. We're moving on to Konnyl Okama. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. All I know is Konnyl. Right now, your travels have brought you to what appears to be a normal road in an innocuous part of town. Not particularly upscale, but not exactly a rat trap either. Just pretty average. Oh. Hi. A row of those spiky purple bushes line the side of the road, and behind one of them stands a large, fierce troll who is glancing furtively up and down the street. Okay, that's less than average. Hi.
Hey, are you her?
Huh?
I mean, are you her? Are you who I'm waiting for?
Well, your first instinct is definitely to tell her that yes, of course you are who she's been waiting for, provided she's been waiting for a new friend. But honestly, you aren't sure your shtick is going to work on this girl.
Of course not. What was I thinking? This is so infuriating. She's so late. I'm so bored. Do you think she's coming soon?
You don't know who she means, but you suggest that she might be more comfortable waiting somewhere that isn't just a spiky purple shrub.
Don't be stupid. My clients value discretion. My clients value discretion. I have to lay low.
The shrub hardly manages to cover her, and standing behind it and shouting is definitely not making her less conspicuous. Neither is asking random passerby whether they are her client. Not that you can talk. Coasting people left and right and asking them to be your friend is kind of your whole deal.
If you aren't Country Lady 453, then who is?
Country Lady 453. That almost sounds like... Oh, sorry, I'm late. I couldn't... What in tarnation? You'd know that genteel charm anywhere. Well, my stars. I definitely wasn't expecting to see you around here. What a masterful coincidence. You are incredibly glad to see Skyla, and Lady too, all unkidnapped and everything. You give Skyla a hug, which she enthusiastically returns. She nearly picks you up off your feet. Lady shoves her nose against your neck and gives you a few sloppy licks.
Who the heck are you? I have business at this bush. Maybe find your own.
Sorry, but I'm the business your bush has been looking for.
Wait, what? You're a country lady?
The very same. The name's Skyla Corriga. Pleasure to meet you.
I didn't think you'd be a bronze.
I've gotten that before, honestly. Also, by the by, this concerns them too. She puts her hand on your shoulder.
It does?
It does? Sure enough. They were there when it happened. They even helped me fight off the varmints who tried to take my Lucis.
Right, yeah, you said something about that in your message. But I don't get it. What do you want me to do?
Right. Well, the bandits didn't get Lady, but the kids haven't been so lucky. Lowbloods have been hit especially hard. I want you to find the bandits' base of operations, and I want you to take them out. Permanently and painfully. Konyl's mouth moves slightly like she's trying to Konyl's mouth moves slightly, like she's trying to reason through the steps of Skyla's conversation. Then she catches up and a slow grin spreads over her face.
Yeah, I like painful and permanent. But wait, you want me to get revenge for someone else's Lucis? Why?
Well, a few of us got together and decided to do something about it ourselves. Since there's no hope for the Ares or the Drones doing anything to stop the bandits, and they all elected me as spook trolls, see it, and that's how I'm the oldest and least easily shook.
Okay, sure. I guess that's what...
Fuck. I keep trying to read ahead. It's like I switch from reading ahead to just trying to read on the spot, and every time I try to read on the spot, I always fuck up.
I guess... fuck. I guess the why isn't important. But how much you got? How much are you willing to throw down? I doubt any Lovebloods could afford my fees, let alone a bunch of country rusties.
I'm trying to do Jasper's voice, but I can't exactly do a female voice. I'm just kind of doing the best I can. Lady starts to growl, and Skylar puts a pacifying hand on her head.
Oh my god, an itch.
God. Everything's fine, lady. We expected this, didn't we? We were hoping you'd be willing to do it out of the goodness of your blood pusher. Konnyl laughs so hard that she spits. Skylar winces. I didn't know this sprite existed in the game.
You got a pan disorder. If you think I take any charity cases, I don't work for Pretty Smiles.
Keep her compliments to yourself, missy.
That wasn't... God! I didn't mean to say that out loud. Why don't you just go find the bandits yourself?
You know full well that I don't have the means. But you do. It'd be a walk in the recreation field for you. If you weren't so nasty and selfish. Or maybe you're scared.
Ugh! You! I'll show you scared!
Oh shit! Oh hell, they look like they're about to throw down. You gotta do something to defuse the situation. Okay, yeah, I think I'll go with... Wait, let me read out the options first. Tell them you know people, ask Konnyl if she works on Spec. What Spec? I don't know. But you know what, I'm just gonna say, tell them you know people. Because yeah, I know people. Well, yeah, you know, I know people. You mentioned that you are important, a real mover and shaker in the Alternian economy. You have a bunch of amazing local friends. Some of them are rich, or have giant internet followings, or are just very, very enthusiastic about meat. The point is, you know people. Wow, that's really generous of you. Offering to leverage your relationships for my sake? I knew I didn't make a mistake trusting you.
Well, that's a different story, I guess. Why don't you call up all your fancy friends?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, come on!
Really? Listen, I know this is the route where I get a phone, but come on, you could have at least helped out. Like, dude. Jesus Christ. Alright, fine. I'll ask if she works on Spec, whatever that means.
What? I don't work on Spec. I'm only licensed on Alternia. Just kidding, I don't have a license.
You explained to Konnyl that working on Spec means doing some work for free in hopes that you are going to be paid later. You say it's unlikely that the bandits only go after Luci. That would be totally ridiculous when there's so many other things in the world to steal. Like money. They probably have just heaps of money in their hideout, and if she breaks in, she can have it all. Skylar doesn't want it. She just wants to save the Luci. You are so dang convincing that you almost convince yourself. Excuse me. Oh crap, I right-clicked.
I'm not so sure. Sounds like you might be trying to fuck me over.
You let out a scandalized gasp to convey fucking hell. You let out a scandalized gasp to convey just what an outward accusation that is. You are shocked. Shocked!
Fine! Anything to get away from this stupid bush!
She kicks the prickly purple shrub so hard it uproots and sails across the street to land on someone's car.
But you're coming with me. I'm gonna hold you to that. And if there's no money, then I'll hold you tighter and squeeze until your weirdly colored eyes pop out.
Yikes. You believe it too. She could definitely do that. But there's your chance. You got tons of success stories proving the forced exposure is really the best way to get people to like you. Sounds just peachy. When do we leave? Konnyl kicks another bush. She seems to have an anger management problem. Well, because she is managing it. She's taking it out on the shrubbery instead of you or Skyla.
We aren't doing anything. You aren't coming.
Lady starts growling again, and Skylar looks like she wants to join in. Excuse me? Konnyl gets up in her face, moving way faster than someone her size seems like she would be able to.
You aren't coming. You'll just get in my way. You're distracting.
Skylar's mouth twitches just the tiniest bit.
That is not what I meant.
Oh my god. Oh, that's awesome. That's amazing.
You keep tricking me. I just meant that you'll probably stop to save some bark piece wrigglers and get us all cold.
Skylar crosses her arms and tosses her hair. Fine. I'm counting on you two. You figure that the information gathering stage of the operation is next. You've seen heist movies. You know how shit works. But Konnyl just shouts at someone on her palm husk for a while, then punches some coordinates into a car that you're pretty sure isn't hers. It takes you to the outskirts of the city, past long stretches of cracked concrete and urban sprawl. Not exactly the same place you'd expect to find bandits who steal farm animals. You point this out to Konnyl. She tells you to shut up. So you do. You leave the car and walk the last few blocks. The bandits' operation is honestly not super impressive. It's a long industrial structure that looks more like a manufacturing plant than a den of thieves. Beside it is something much more impressive. A sleek black spacecraft. Not like yours. This is the Mercedes-Benz to your banged-up Chevy Malibu. I don't know what those car brands are. Even before you... I know they are car brands, I just don't know which one they are, I forget. They all tend to blend together for me. Even before you crash-landed it, that thing was a hunk of junk.
Oh, holy shit. Is that... is that an adult?
What, the ship?
No, dingus.
You follow her frenzied gaze and... Oh, right, the troll beside the ship is taller than anyone else you've seen here. Her skin a darker gray, her claws incredibly long. If everyone you've met so far has been a kid... Wow. They all deal with stuff that even adults on your planet don't. Routine death? Let me repeat that sentence. If everyone you've met so far has been a kid... Wow. They all deal with stuff that even adults on your planet don't. Routine death, dismemberment, and all, 4 different relationship dynamics. If there really are no mature trolls here, then where are they?
Wait, hold up. You're saying where you're from, you live with adults?
Yeah. I'm technically legally an adult.
You all live on the same planet.
Sure do.
Huh. Well, maybe you're tougher than you look. Adults are terrifying. Come on, let's get closer.
You and Konnyl sidle up close enough to the trolls to overhear them haggling over stolen goods. So far, the conversation is too general to tell if they mean the Luci.
Damn, they must have globes of steel. Talking back to an adult. I'm great at rushing in without giving it any thought. But I'm not a total moron.
The 2 trolls appear to come to an agreement. They shake hands and heading back into the warehouse together.
So what do you think? What should we do?
Huh? You? Konnyl is the expert here.
Yeah, no shit. For punching, I am also good at slashing. But Asdeja always does the thinking. And the planning.
Is he the gold blood partner you're with? Nah, I'll see you later.
He's the one with the eye beams and the big think pan.
Okay, yep, it's him.
Don't tell him I said that. Please?
You assure her you couldn't tell Asdeja anything at all, because you don't know who he is.
Oh, right. Asdeja is a frustrating bulge-lord loser, who sucks so bad. Also, he's my mate Sprint, and we have been together for sweeps. He's supposed to be here, but he's off busy doing some dumb bullshit. So I need to be the pants of the operation, okay? Oh shit, wait. So I need you to be the pants of the operation, okay? Please, do this for me.
Oh dear. Search the spaceship or follow the pirate into the warehouse? I don't know what's the difference, but I think it's best we stay away from the ship as much as possible, considering we might get caught by the adult. Okay, so follow the pirate into the warehouse? Maybe? I'm not sure. I keep looking to the left at my other monitor. It's distracting me. Damn you! I think about, like, turning that off whenever I record stuff, but I also have to make sure, like, I'm not recording for too long, so I just gotta figure out what to do at some point. I'll figure it out eventually. Follow the pirate into the warehouse. Because that's where all the action is. And also there's possibly no adults? I don't know. You decide to follow them into the warehouse. That way, at least you won't be trapped in a confined space with anyone if anyone comes back out to check on the ship. That's what I was saying. Excuse me. You get ready to do some James Bond-ass shit, ducking behind corners and saying, "Cover me," maybe executing some sick rolls down the hallway. You can't really do any gymnastics even when you aren't healing from broken ribs, but fantasy James Bond, you sure can. Konnyl doesn't bother with any of that. She just stomps down the hallway towards the first door. Damn, she really hadn't been joking when she said she was more into the straightforward approach. You pick up speed and try to get to the door before she does, just to prevent her from charging in there and getting you both caught immediately. Good thing too, through the window in the door you see what looks like some kind of break room. A couple of trolls are messing around on their palm husk, and a few more are sitting at the table and playing some kind of game that involves cards, dice, and little colorful shells.
Oh, come on. There's not even that many. We could take them. Ah! I forgot you were my partner. You're just dead weight.
No real argument there. Polypa told you that most props work together for a reason. Or pros work together for a reason. It's much harder on your own. You wonder if Konnyl would have been so hot to take the job if it hadn't been for Skyla's, vibes. Yeah, that's the word. Vibes. They were vibing. You have to do this. You have to rally. Konnyl is already losing faith in you. Or maybe she had no faith in you in the first place. Whatever. You choose a different door at a random and go down it, assuring Konnyl that you definitely know that what the fuck you are doing.
What? Ah, where are you going?
You've been down this road before, with Diamond, and your meat quest through the sewers. This is possibly slightly higher stakes, but the same basic principle applies. Fake it till you make it. Konnyl gets annoyed much faster than your other friend. If she's self-vocalized anything to go by, damn, you really need to step up your game. You think back on all the heist and infiltration movies you've seen. Maybe you can find a locker room or a troll laundry room and find one of those SWAT hazmat suits? Yeah, that would be the best plan. Just put on a disguise and wander around like a sneaky fuck. Oh, god damn it. You're too busy focusing on your brilliant plan that you open the door without thinking and find yourself looking at the trolls playing the card game. Somehow in your random quest through the warehouse, you manage to double back on yourself and come out on the other side of the break room. Classic! This is classic you! You're almost charmed by yourself. Almost. There's a frozen moment when all the bandits just stare at you and Konnyl, perhaps taking in the truly staggering idiot level you have achieved. Excuse me. Sip of water.
Thank fuck! We should have done this from the beginning!
You've gotten into quite a few fights since arriving on this planet. Well, mostly you've stood around while other people fought. But the point is, Konnyl, she is brutal. She takes out almost the same number of bandits that you, Skyla, and Lady did in a quarter of the time. Multicolored blood flies. And god, you know these are bad guys? They were stealing Lucii and selling them, which sucks. But right now, they're kind of just a bunch of kids getting massacred. You don't feel great about it? In fact, you think you might need to sit down for a little bit. Your back hits the wall and you slide down to the dirty floor. You're clammy all over.
Heh, pathetic.
Konnyl pulls her gauntlet out of the final troll's neck with the spray of yellow blood and a squelch that makes your stomach roll. She notices you on the ground.
What are you? Ugh, are you serious? Come on!
You try to tell her that she volunteered you for this mission herself, but you can't slow your breathing enough to get the words out. What? Why does it seem like it skips for some reason? Sometimes I don't know if it's just me or the game, but sometimes it makes it look like I actually skip through text when I just go to the next line. You aren't sure why now is the time you finally freak out. Maybe it's the close quarters, or maybe you've been on Alternia long enough for this multicolored mess to finally start registering as blood. Maybe you've reached your horror saturation point. Whatever. If you've learned anything from this experience, it's that the why of things doesn't actually matter. Konnyl looms over you, raises a gauntlet. She's gonna kill you. At least if you're dead, you can't puke on yourself. But instead of brutal stabbing, you feel a steady pressure on the back of your neck. Konnyl pushes your head down until it's between your knees.
Take slower breaths, idiot.
You follow her instructions, too lightheaded to dwell on the absurdity of being coached through a panic attack by a girl who just murdered like 10 dudes. She's surprisingly good at this.
Heh. Daja freak out his first fight too. Wasn't even bloody, and the little wrigglers passed out. I guess some bloodcasts really are better built for violence.
She sits down beside you and pats you on the back. You kind of wish she'd taken the bloody gauntlet off first, but you appreciate the gesture. You're having a hard time reconciling this Konnyl You're having a hard time reconciling this Konnyl with the one who has snarled at Skylar for being too nice.
I'm multifaceted. Also, fuck her. Which reminds me.
She pulls her phone out of her pocket, smearing a little olive blood across the screen.
Korga, I got your bandits.
She talks a lot louder on the phone than she does in real life.
Yeah, no shit. Of course I work fast. Especially when I don't have anyone to slow me down with a bunch of tactics and plans. Ag! Save it for your kismesis.
She hangs up and glares at the phone. You tell her she really seems to hate Skyla. Konnyl's face goes in a fierce shade of green.
Don't be stupid. I barely know her.
You don't press the issue. You also don't point out at the kind of obvious point that these probably aren't the only trolls in the facility. The one who had been haggling with the adult isn't here, for instance. But if Konnyl forgetting about them means less murder, you're all about it. There's no way the bandits are continuing their work after this. Konnyl also seems to have forgotten about the fact that she came in here looking to be paid, and nope, she's looting bodies. Great. It's a lot messier and takes way longer in real life than it does in video games. In the end, she ends up with 5 palm husks and a laptop, some jewelry, and some little squares of plastic you think might be sci-fi credit cards.
Whatever. There's barely anything here. But that fight made it pretty worth it.
Well, you're glad it was good for somebody, at least. You're just trying to not think about it and maybe get outside as fast as possible. Whatever Konnyl wants to deal with your outstanding dead at this point, well, you can square up out there.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I'm not actually going to squeeze you. It would just be too easy. Like squishing a marsh bug.
Fuck yes. Saved from being pitiful. Saved by being pitiful. By being pitiful.
I doubt you have any money anyway. I mean, you're wearing an ablution robe.
True. Konnyl helps you to your feet. You kind of want to ask if you're friends now, even though the only bonding activity you've done together is combined murdering and comforting, with her doing both of those things and you standing there like a dumbass. But really, you've made friends with worse people. For worse reasons.
Oh. Here. Why don't you take one of these?
She hands you one of the palm husks. Thankfully, it only has a little bit of blood on it. Actually, it might be mustard. Like the actual condiment. But she's giving you a phone? Why?
You don't have one, right? I mean, you don't even have any pants. This way we can keep in touch. And you can tell me if you have any more jobs with an excellent violence level. Like this one. Let's hear... fuck.
Damn it.
Here, let's exchange info. Palm husks are really useful. You can use them to call people and everything.
You aren't sure if she's making a joke. Possibly she just thinks you're an idiot. That's okay, you can deal with that. Because not only did you make a friend today, you got a gift today. Holy shit, you killed it! Got the phone! Woo! That was nice. My god. I don't know. Oh, that ain't mustard, dude. That ain't mustard. Write my number. Working on it. Holy shit. Well, I wasn't expecting to be so desensitized to murder, but here we go. So, who's up next again? I forgot. My two favorites! My two favorites are up next! Ah! I can't wait! I'm getting too excited. I'm gonna end it off here. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, hit the like button down below. And I'll see you in the next episode of whatever the heck I make. I hit a mic.